everyone, what's up? This is Stephen Casey Railpan here, and welcome to another product review. So today I have a new release from ScaleTrains, because recently, in the middle of July, they just released their next set of the ES44 Jibos had just arrived, which includes the next set of CSX Heritage schemes, and also included another run of BNSF, which is the 5800 series ACs, ES44 ACs, KCS, Southern Bell, the Ferromix Zebras, and also the newest scheme they introduced was the CNX City Rails. So, but I decided to go with a Heritage unit, so here it is. So this, I just gotta say, I love the packaging on this. This is really cool. It's really well done. So, and you're wondering, what is the Heritage unit I got? Well, you're about to see. So, in 3, 2, 1. There it is. It is the Western Maryland Heritage unit. You can look at that. Looks absolutely stunning. Wow. So basically, I got this one because, you know, I really like this is actually one of my favorite Heritage units on CSX, because I love that circus scheme on the Western Maryland, so I had to get one. So I ended up getting this one because I discovered one of my other CSX Heritage units that I recently pre-ordered, was delayed, because, you know, I believe RP in, which is the Richmond, Fredericksburg, and Potomac, New York Central, and the Seaboard Coastline have been delayed. I think it's because they said that something, when it arrived at the warehouse, they weren't satisfied with how they turned out. So I'm guessing could be some factory error of some sort, or something production error. Could be something like that. So because of that, they had to reschedule it to another ETA date. So I ended up getting this one instead. So this has been their newest run. So it's the Western Maryland. So there it is. So let me unbox this for you guys, and so you can see what's inside. So basically, you just slide it off like that. It's the lid away. And what's included is the product manual, the foam, and there's the locomotive itself. Look at that. That's very stunning. So I'll get it out of the box, and you can see. So there it is. So it's pretty easy to get it out. So just slide it out like that. It also comes with this. I believe these are bearing caps of some sorts, because I know for Rivet counter locomotives and rolling stock they come with these in these little Ziploc bags. It's pretty cool. And I'll show you. And then the way to open it is the top part right here. You can see. You just open this up like that. And there it is. There's the locomotive right there. It also includes these things, which basically helps support the locomotive's trucks. So whenever you want to put the locomotive back, and like say if you're heading to a model train club or taking it somewhere, that's to help keep the model safe, and these things keep the handrest safe. So there it is. So there it is right there. So we'll get the locomotive onto the tracks, and then we will start the review. Alright, so starting with the front, as you can see, for being a Rivet counter locomotive, the locomotive is highly detailed. As you can see, you can zoom in. As you can see, it's got the headlights and ditch lights, which are LEDs. It's got the couplers, nicely done. Snow plows, MU hoses, train line hoses. Steps are see-through. And it's got a cab interior, you can see. Nicely painted windshield wipers. And then you can, if you can see carefully on one of them, you can see that there's an event recorder camera on board. It's got sunshades, and then at the top there's the dome, and it's and CSX's own PTC antennas. And you can look on the side, and you can see the paint job is nicely done. I just love the red and the white. And cab windows nicely done too. Sunshades. trucks are nicely done too, which are basically, when they came out of the factory, they're just, the wheels are brown. And see-through, lots of see-through details. Horn, it's nicely done. I believe it's a K-pipe HL horn on point, and everything's on it. It's just, wow, very nice. And you can see on the red, you can notice there's the Western Maryland logo right there. Here, if I can get it in, you can see. Fuel tank is nicely done. Truck's nicely done. Also, rivet counter, as I said before, that Ziploc baggie, these things do rotate, so I'll show you guys that in a second. And you can also see there's the CSX.com website, if you can look, because I believe every one of the Heritage gyms has that. So, it's a nice feature. Everything's really nicely done. I can show you guys the roof. Lots of good detail. And you can see the detail on the trucks is nicely done too. Very nice. So now we'll go over to the back side. You can see same as always. Couplers nicely done. Lots of detail parts, everything. And doesn't have any rear ditch lights, and it's also got the rear headlights also. It also is LED as well, so it's really cool. So let me set my camera down. I'll turn the locomotive around. You see, lots of good detail on this side as well. Look at that. I think the paint is really nice and crisp too. And also, the cool feature is the DP sticker right here. Which means, because I believe CSX started putting these on since what, 2022? Which means the locomotive is equipped for DPU servicing, or rear DPU, bid, something like that. It's really cool. Everything, and then there's the E-bell there. Cool. Everything about it is really nice. Wow. Walkways nicely done too. And you can see the see-through detail. Very nice. So, anyways, so now we'll test the locomotive out. I'm going to see how it runs. Wow, runs very nice. So we'll come back. Run it again. Absolutely amazing. Now I'll show you guys the rear headlights, so you can see. Here. So there you go. It runs real nice. So it's a very nice locomotive, runs very smooth. So now I'll show you guys the rotating bearing caps next. So let me zoom in so you can see. So here it is. So if you look carefully, the bearing caps do rotate. Oh. So there it is. You can see how they do rotate, which is actually a really cool feature, because I really like seeing the fact when they add the bearing caps on rotating ones on locomotives and the rolling stock. So really nice feature for ScaleTrains to do that. So, anyways, even though now this is my 4th CSX Heritage unit, because now I have, my first one was the Chessie, which I got back for during the Christmas season. Then I got Conrail when I was at the train show. Then Atlantic Coastline back in the early spring, in March. And now in mid to late July, we have this. So we got the Western Maryland. So I gotta say, ScaleTrains did an absolute great job on these heritage units. They do a good job, you know, correcting, making sure everything is prototype specific and everything. So, which is good to do the research, even though I know 3 of the heritage schemes are delayed to coming out next year or so. That's gonna come out with the final 6 heritage schemes, like New York Central, the Richmond, Fredericksburg, and Potomac, and the Seaboard Coastline are all coming there. So, as I was told by them, by the staff who work at ScaleTrains. So, anyways, gotta say, very nice locomotive. So this is the perfect locomotive to get, even if you don't model CSX. I still like the heritage schemes because I don't mind the fact that basically it's like 3/4 painted. Like this whole side is just a heritage scheme, and the cab section is just basically standard CSX. But I don't really mind that. But anyways, gotta say, great locomotive, perfect for CSX modelers who model the modern CSX. And definitely would think about maybe getting more of these sometime sooner. Like maybe I could think about getting another one of the heritage units, but I don't know. Or we'll think about getting something else but not another heritage unit. But who knows what I'm planning to get sometime in the future. But so anyways, that's gonna do for this review of the third batch of the CSX heritage schemes. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this review. I'll leave you guys a little bit of a run by of CSX 1852 in action, and I'll see you guys next time. Okay, have a good day, everybody.